Hello, and welcome to the DSU Sports Update. I'm Ben Bullock, and joining me today is head coach Greg Jackson of the men's basketball team here at DSU. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm blessed. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, with you being one of the longest tenured head coaches in the MEAC, how excited are you to begin this season?
Well, I've always been excited since day one, 13 years ago. I think any time that you can be at one place for going my 14th year, it's obvious a lot of things have to be in place. Number one, my relationship with Jesus Christ has allowed me to be here as long as I've been here. And number two, the commitment of the university. This is a great university, and I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to be here for so long. So many guys don't get this chance or get this opportunity. So for me to be going into my 14th year, it's a tremendous blessing.
Okay, now you're coming up on a couple of coaching milestones. You're a couple of wins away from reaching number 200 and also become the school's all-time winningest head coach. What are your thoughts on those accomplishments?
Well, it goes back to my earlier statement. When you accomplish so much in pretty much a short period of time, you have to realize where your blessings come from. God has really been good to me, and I've been very fortunate to have some good basketball players along the way. And my staff has been with me through longevity to the 13 years that I've been here. And then again, the commitment from the university president on down to the athletic director, it's been a blessing. So when you're having success and when you're trying to reach a milestone, 6 victories away from being an all-time winners coach here, you have to give credit to a lot of different people. And my success is a direct reflection of the people that I've allowed to work with me and the commitment that I've had from this university.
Okay, now going to the season, what makes it different than in years past?
This is probably one of the toughest years that I've ever experienced. We have 10 new players, and anytime you have that many new players, you never know what to expect. Hopefully we get some leadership from Casey Walker, Kendall Graves, Tyshawn Bell. Those guys been within the program for the last 2 to 3 years, and hopefully they will be able to provide some of the leadership that we need to get through this year, because obviously the way we play a lot of patient possession basketball, and anytime you do that, it requires you to do a lot of thinking. And we got a bunch of kids that used to pretty much playing on a straight line. Now we're forcing them to play in angles, and it's not easy. So I think it's going to be a challenge, but the kids are working hard. They're doing the things that we asked them to do night in and night out, and at least we're giving ourselves a chance to win basketball games, and that's the only thing that you can ask for.
Okay, now you guys had to replace some of the offensive production left by Taj Tate and Marcus Oliver. How tough is that going to be this year?
It's going to be extremely tough. Anytime you lose a player of the caliber especially Taj Tate, who can do so much on the basketball court. I've always said he's one of the better players in the country. And then you compound that by losing Marcus Oliver. Marcus Oliver is probably one of the better all-around players I've ever been associated with, ever coached. And when you lose those two kids, it's hard to replace overnight. Hopefully we'll replace them by using a variety of basketball players and do this job by committee, and hopefully other guys will step up and do some of the things that these kids did for us on the basketball court, on both ends of the floor. It won't be easy, but hopefully we can get it done.
Okay, now where do you think your team stands amongst the rest of the teams in the MEAC?
It's going to be a challenge. I think if we can get into the middle of the pack, I think that will be a blessing for this team. We have so many things that we have to address, so many inexperienced players, and anytime that you play in this league, I've always said the MEAC is so much parity within the MEAC conference, and anytime you play in this league, you have to be ready to play night in and night out. And with so many inexperienced players, you never know what to expect. But I think if we can get somewhere in the middle of the pack, then anything can happen.
Okay, now let's take a trip down memory lane a little bit. You were a prolific scorer at St. Paul College back in your heyday. Who did you pattern your game after?
I really haven't patterned my game off anybody. My role model has always been my parents, and they've given me a foundation to be who I am. So when I played basketball, I just played for the love of the game and the respect for the game, and I didn't pretty much pattern off anybody. I just wanted to be the best I could be. During those 4 years I was at St. Paul's College, and I played with a certain type of degree of intelligence. I wanted to be good, but I wanted to make sure that I graduated from college. So just to look at single one individual out, I just like to give the credit to my parents.
Okay, all right, Coach. Well, good luck this season. I'm Ben Bullock. This is Coach Greg Jackson. We'll talk to you soon.